and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape. You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape.
In other words, please be true.
I'm kinda nervous. In other words, it's time to rock, you know that feeling. Right before the beat drops, it's like my heart stops, then falls in line with the rhythm. My design is one of a kind, like dangerous minds in prison. I'm kinda stressed. In other words, I need some marijuana. We write verses about our life to compare the trauma. Whatever doesn't kill you, only makes you stronger. I'm loyal. In other words, I have respect and honor. I'm on the grind. In other words, I'm working double time, overtime. Just another early 90s troubled mind. In other words, I grew up on that boom bap. Who's your favorite MC? KRS or G-Rap? It's up to us to pave the way for the evolution. There's only one real solution, and that's a revolution. In the name of love and for the retribution. In other words, give you the truth and not a substitution. You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape. You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape.
In other words, please be true.
Coincidence, in other words, you got gut feelings, daily dealings, synchronistic signs divine revealing, peeling back layers. In other words, peel the rap of the flavors and be the real lovers or haters, some real earth shakers. In other words, the ground splits and shifts. Inhale, in other words, hit the spliff, it's lit. Take a rip, trip on what's hidden in plain sight. In other words, it's under your nose. How do you suppose that happened? It's a setup. In other words, entrapment. I'm MCing. In other words, I'm rapping. I'm crafting like an architect. I'm drafting plans, man. 9/11 is a joke. In other words, the Bush administration knew they want to shock and awe, popping off. In other words, the reason is they're treasoning us, deceiving us. We left breathing dust.
You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape. You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape.
In other words, please be true.
Watch for the symptoms of a serious condition that's most embodied by the bureaucratic politicians. It's called hypocrisy, and it's a trend running rampant from the halls of the Congress to the dorms on the campus. So many people say shit and don't back it up, content to break promises and act like a slut. It's all about you and your insatiable needs. You killed off compassion and replace it with greed. Then you give it a spin and call it personal growth. You act so selfish in front like you don't. You say it's all about us, plus always say we, but the outcome is always you enslave me. You're the crooks in the Congress who fund unjust wars and put soldiers on the subways and tap all our calls. You say it's for safety, but let's say what it is. It's the tips of the fingers of the fascist man's fist.
You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape. You search and try to find the words to explain. They're at the tip of your tongue, the top of your brain. We lock in on your heart. I hope you relate, so we speak in other words with the hope to escape.
In other words, please be true.
In other words, I really think you need to chill, cause life is but emotion and your ocean sitting still. You play the field, but kid, you really need to move. This life is but a circus filled with clowns who's wearing perfect shoes. In other news, listen to my verbs, take away the pain until the pain's erased and then the painting's blurred. You need a clean slate, so you can make it yours. Make it fine, one of a kind, like it ain't in stores. In other words, life is too short. You gotta speak your piece and slowly secretly, but speak with calm retorts. You gotta take control and hold where you stand. When life lets you down, you grow as a man. In other words, the struggle is a part of life, but I've departed from the hardship, so instead I scar these mics. Keep it real or whatever you do, and if they say in other words, then it's gotta be true.
In other words,